where he's dangerous. Unlucky there, but Wyndham.
Carmelo highlights there.
Well, there was Malik Miller, who I think you got to commentate
the
a
pink
few
knight.
rounds.
Yeah.
Similar style there with the back to the basket. And
not too many back to the basket guys around the Big V these days, is there? We don't see a lot of it. Obviously, we had we see Jace Beasley do it a fair bit as well, but he's sort of up in the NBL1 now for Keilor as well. Yeah.
But, you know, at that height for Roseman and that nice soft touch, being able to front up or back to the basket and fade away, especially going to the baseline, that's hard to guard, so I'm sure he practices that a lot. Some good minutes from Bradbury. Yeah,
I mean, strong start for Wyndham. You're coming in sort of underdogs, I guess, you know, against a strong team in uni. You have to start well. So that's really the key, like, you know, whether or not you can finish and hold on and close out, but getting off to a good start, not getting blown out early, really gets the guys going and gives a bit of hope and gives a bit of firepower. Hopefully coming off the bench, those boys will keep this run going. We've got David Dutt checking in for Bradbury, you said.
As Walker makes the second. And we have another substitution, and that's going to be 21, Lucas Sokolewski checking in for Melbourne Uni.
The mismatched shoes on there. Blue and orange. Under Armour something, I don't know what exactly. Stefkovsky, quick catch and shoot. Off the handoff, no good. Here's Pomazan. Surveying. Getting inside is Polglaze. And Kafritzis now.
A nice pass inside. Good patience, but good defense by Wyndham, sticking with it.
There's a kick ball. Polglaze arguing that he actually didn't mean to do it. Kick ball, foot violations has to be intentional, doesn't it? That's probably his argument there, but I mean, we've seen plenty of people argue with the referees, but I haven't seen a referee ever turn one over.
That's right. Doesn't hurt to try though, right, Mitch?
You're being polite. You can ask the question. Here's Dutt up top. McClark looking around, see what he can find. Stefkovsky behind the back. Good contest, good defense there from Melbourne Uni.
Nice Euro by Kafritzis. Lovely. Going at pace against the arguably more athletic David Dutt. Lovely finish. As Stefkovsky takes his seat, and we...
Mataika, Liza. Through the youth league program, Liza Mataika, one of the young fellas. Seen him playing a few games for Wyndham over the last few years, popping in and out between the men's and the youth league. Obviously now in the men's program, I think, full time.
Lovely shot, and definitely contributes when he's out there. Grabar, no good there as Pomazan gets the rebound. That's good D by Junior Grabar.
Pomazan couldn't believe it. To be fair, got a shoulder in the chest. Usually means you're in a pretty good position.
That one could have gone either way, I say. Did you see Pomazan when you started doing the... He played for Wyndham. So we're talking about what, 2022?
22, 21, 22, I think. Yeah.
Oh, nice move by Dutt. Lovely, soft touch.
Oh, that's not going to count. Oh.
You're kidding me.
Mataika on the neck grab.
That's tough. And you know what? If you apply that rule literally, which you should, that's the right call.
Absolutely the right call. Yeah. Bit of inexperience from Mataika there. I think he owes that David Dutt a drink after the game after costing 2 points there. Wyndham looking a little trap. There's going to be a foul call, I think rightfully so. Mataika with a nice pair of books there, mate. Went over sneaker watch.
Yeah, what are those?
Snakeskin Devon Bookers,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think there's a few pairs knocking around. The Prince got a pair on as well. And 35. Nicholas Patel. Pomazan knocks one down. But Patel with a pair of books there, Pretty solid shoe.
And Roseman's in is that the Ja Morant's? Grabar able to draw of a foul.
That might be LeBron's. I'm not too sure, actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Quite like those. And Melbourne Uni able to bring it back, 14-14.
Little run, yeah. Once Bradbury's gone off and Stefkovsky, Wyndham's offense really hasn't sort of been as fluid, has it? You know, they ran a lot of action through that high post with Bradbury, and Stefkovsky off the dribble was quite dangerous, and just sometimes takes the bench unit a little bit of time to get their rhythm going.
Yeah.
Doesn't help when people are missing their free throws as well. Garber doing a good job getting to the line, but unable to convert on his first.
And typically throughout the season, bit of a generalisation, but Wyndham have started stronger, and then as Garber makes the second, and sort of tape it off a bit in the second half. So let's see if what they can do in this game. Obviously, with a smaller roster, they're playing only 8 guys.
Corner 3 ball, very good. Joshua McNally.
And that never looked like missing.
Straight cash, wasn't it? Yeah. Even with a pretty athletic closeout from McQuark.
McNally averaging 12 a game.
I'd say a few of those would be in the 3 points.
Yeah.
Looking at that shot.
No good.
No good from Junior Garbra.
Junior Garbo with another steal. We have McCalk, open floor. It's good.
Boys on the bench looking for a dunk there, I think, in transition there, Jules.
I'm sure he's got it in his repertoire, but went for the safer option.
Safer option. Looking for another steal in. No good. So, yeah, we've got a few of the junior teams knocking around. Jules, as you'll see on the baseline on the left of screen towards the uni end, it's a St Andrews basketball club. I think it's one of their 12s or 14s or some combination of the boys there. And then on the right-hand side, we've got the Hoppers Crossing Basketball Club, and there's a few Iramu boys kicking around as well. You'll probably see around halftime. They've been invited as a part of the night as founding members of the Wyndham Basketball Association, or the Werribee Basketball Association. Back then it would have been. So, some of the founding clubs, obviously was a few more at the time, but have since, closed down and shut up shop, and a few new clubs have come in since then. But, nice of the Wyndham club to invite some of the OG of the Werribee Basketball Association from many, many years ago, and has obviously go along with the uniforms and all sorts of things.
No, I love it, and I'm sure on any given weekend, probably hard to find an empty court.
Yeah, around here now, obviously we've got, I think, 12 courts here. On a Saturday, especially in the morning times, you're pretty jam-packed from 8 o'clock through to about 2 or 3, and it slows down a little bit, but pretty jam-packed, and using a few courts out and around the area as well.
Yeah.
So you're pretty strong domestic program. Very happy to be a part of that. Run a pretty tight ship with crew around here.
As we have Nicholas Patel going to the line for 2.
Didn't look great. First one looked a bit out of rhythm on that one. Hopefully he can fix that one up and knock the second one down.
And Melbourne Uni not playing some of their main starters. I mean, I think Stanley's got some minutes. He has about 4 minutes, but we haven't seen Jimmy Moultrie, who's one of our leading scorers at 18 a game. So he's sitting there. Hopefully we'll get to see him.
Holglaze is out in transition. Nice body work on Junior Garber there. Couldn't get the bucket to go. Mataika's got a little bit of space in front of him. Doesn't need a second invitation. Buries the 3.
And we know he can do that, and we saw it in the youth program. Definitely a sharp shooter.
As Dut gambles.
And that was a bit of a defensive lapse there by Wyndham, a little too easy.
Yeah, I mean, Dut gambling up top, leaving a 4 and 5, and good job by Melbourne Uni to exploit that and to get a pretty open bucket in the end. Mismatch here for Rosemond.
Smart by Rosemond. Unlucky, but they'll need to look at that all night, because that's a good option for Wyndham.
Out of bounds off Roseman. Little turnaround from Dutt.
He likes that little left-hand baby hook, doesn't he? He got the other one, but unlucky that time.
Didn't look to have much control of it. Like with that one hand gather, it sort of just didn't look to be sort of very much in control.
Mataika. And they give it back. And that will be a foul on Mataika. And that will send Melbourne Uni to the line. Not a great foul by Wyndham.
Yeah, Mataika, pretty clear foul too, wasn't it? It was clear as day there.
I think just a bit of frustration there with the turnover.
Yeah, I think he was pushing the pace down the floor and then just picked his dribble up a little bit too early and then had to sort of almost Euro step his way into a pass and then obviously had to get rid of that ball. Yeah. Otherwise he would have travelled and just didn't have a great option. So he sends Patel to the line, he misses the first. From the start of the game, I was trying to rack my brain as to who was the Melbourne Uni player I'm thinking of it. I couldn't. I'll get back to you in a second with this one.
From last season?
Last season. Oh, I've got it now.
Okay. There's a few. They return about 4 or 5 guys.
But it was more. We got a foul called down low. But it was I was looking for the biceps. Couldn't see the biceps of Nicholas Masunda.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't see him knocking about. I sort of expected to see him there for Uni. Remember the way he's filled out a jersey better than most, didn't he?
Yeah, good post game. He was a really key contributor for him.
Tough
and
player
there was,
too.
sorry, apologies viewers if I'm butchering the pronunciations, but Mabubi was very sort of
Speed.
quick guard.
He
he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Shout out to him wherever he is.
Yeah,
right
either of them check it in if you know him. Tell them we're thinking of him.
Yeah.
I won't go too deep into my bag of players I remember from other clubs, Jules. It's Rhymes has time. Good contest. That's a fantastic shot.
Lovely hang time by Rhymes.
I thought the defense there was exceptional.
Yeah.
But geez, Rhymes able just to hang in the air that little bit longer. Fantastic effort. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second quarter. All right, back on the way. Here we go. Second quarter. It's the Black Angels up by Just a singular point.
And we have Stanley checking back in. Interested to see a bit more of him. One of their key contributors, right on cue. 2 points for Stanley.
Beautiful. A pair of Kobe 4s for Stanley too, if you're watching the sneakers at home. It's like the USA Olympic sort of Kobe 4.
Yeah,
they're a good shoe.
Nice.
Yeah. Kobe 456 was a phenomenal run of sneakers.
Oh, lovely finish by McCall there. A bit of hang time.
Yeah.
Stanley. Oh, I thought he was going to throw that down from this angle.
Yeah,
that's all right. lovely finger roll finish. Bit of finesse. Does Dutt. Stops, pops.
In his bag, David Dutt. Feeling himself there on that sort of step back. Looked good too, halfway down and just popped out at the last second.
Back to Rhymes. He's been a little quiet so far, but here we go. Lovely. Oh, that just looked very easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy, but it just looked very smooth.
Reminds me of Scott Stone too, Joel Rhymes. Similar sort of player, just very smooth operator. Will just accumulate points throughout the game as well. You won't see a player, I think Stone was a big scorer. Yeah,
nice part. Unlucky.
But you'll just get 2 or 3 points here, 2 or 3 points there, and all of a sudden he's got 20.
Is that Scott Stone from good block by McCall?
He's floated around a couple of places.
Western Port.
Yeah.
He led the Western Port didn't do too well, but he led the league, right?
35 a game or something. Yeah. I think he might have gone somewhere else. Might have gone to Hume, I think, maybe with KG, or was there at a certain point. But yeah, he's been around a few of the BigV clubs. Haven't followed him too closely, but yeah, very smooth operator.
Do it, enjoying the mismatch, but beautiful. Just drops in his lap and he's able to capitalise. Speaking of Hume, KG doing his thing, first place Hume.
Yeah, looking pretty dangerous.
One of the favourites.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for McKinnon though this time of year.
Yeah, I know.
They always start to get rolling this time of year, you know.
Oh, smooth. Can we see that again, Stanley? Lovely spin move.
That's beautiful. That is some real vintage post work there. Oh, that's probably the matchup he has on Bradbury. He's got to be that speed and athleticism.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for anyone, but especially for Bradbury.
That was a beautiful spin. How quick was the spin? Yeah.
And you just sort of sense with the inclusion of Stanley that momentum is shifting just a little bit, and right on cue, Coach McMurray brings in Rosemond and Garbra.
Yeah.
Talking about players that have previously played or come back, Nathan Davis back in the league.
I did see.
Unfortunately,
Fantastic.
when he was here at Wyndham, he was sitting down, not playing. So hopefully, I'll have to check the box score. I'm hoping he's back and it was just something minimal. Obviously, he had that serious injury in 2023, but I really enjoyed his game.
Yeah. Actually, just saw one of the ladies from Warrnambool go down with a knee injury. Reminded me much of that Nathan Davies one. Great finish there. Mayul McQuack getting that one to go. Meg Carlin for the Warrnambool Mermaids in that first half went down holding her knee and was quite distraught. Didn't love to see that. Oh, nice finish there. Joshua McNally,
I believe that's 2 triples for him.
Yeah, that corner 3 knocked down earlier in the first quarter. Yep. Good vision from Bradbury. You mentioned his passing earlier. Rosemond couldn't get the tip to go. I think he wanted the foul, never going to get it.
Good ball movement here, swinging it.
Shoot the first time.
Shoot the first time.
I think he had the first one.
Nice pass there. Excellent. Was that McCall with the lovely touchdown pass to Stefkovsky?
That was a bit of quarterback action, wasn't it? Found him right in the right spot. Nice when the pass sets you up perfectly. You have no work to do.
Just needed to wait to have his defender go past. That's Rhymes. No good.
Contest from Stefkovsky there, closing out late enough just to put the shot off.
I'm never game to contest a shooter like that. Garbra, no good.
Yeah, the flyby, the flyby 3-pointer too.
Oh, picks his pocket.
That's a clean steal.
That was nice. Junior Garbra averaging almost 2 steals a game, and he was top 5 in the league for a while there. But
you saw Kafritza sort of throw his hands up like he wanted to foul. Well, that was
so clean.
He didn't see him coming, just picked his pocket. Yeah. Like on a European subway, mate. That's his pocket pick.
I like that. I like that a lot. 34-30.
As we just thought the arm wrestle was leaning towards the Melbourne Uni boys there. Wyndham just able to slow things down a little bit, get them back on their terms. Hopefully we've got another game on our hands here. Yeah, what's the go? Can we get a McKinnon? We get a McKinnon score? They should be playing tonight.
Let's have a look.
Nathan Davies in there. Always keen to see Adam Walsh, coach of McKinnon. Some connection issues there, mate.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But yeah, Adam Walsh, coach of the McKinnon Cougars, always just rallies the boys up, builds them up during the season, and doesn't matter where they finish. We saw them win the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely. 2023. That was, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that was 2023 was with Sharif Black. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, then they finished 5th, knocked Wyndham out in straight sets and went on to win it. Yeah. I think that was in between the two Wyndham wins. Or did they maybe lose? No, they won it. They knocked off Manasseh for Hume.
Yes. Yeah. That was the 23. And then obviously last year, 79-80. Wyndham coming, they were leading for most of the game. Then McKinnon came back. They were leading it, and you thought that's all she wrote. And then last second heroics, Wyndham win by 1, 79-80. Geez, that was a game. To answer your question, mate, we have to wait till tomorrow.
Right.
McKinnon play Camberwell. Or
dangerous.
Tall timber there.
Tough spot to try and get a bucket from there. Good transition, quick down the other end. There's a nice little pass if he'd pulled that one off. There's Wyndham losing control of it.
And that's Rhymes up to 8 points. And Melbourne Uni in a little quarter court press there.
I don't know if that was by design or just how I think Wyndham just dribbled into a bit of trouble. We've got Roseman posting up on Rhymes. Referee's got something. 35, Nicholas Patel. Shot clock's going to reset. You're going to be coach killer giving away a foul with 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, that was good defense there by Melbourne Uni, but coach killer. Exactly.
Roseman working hard on that post up. Rhymes, good defense.
Kotsky, he's doubled. Gets it out of there with ease. Stops, pops. Roseman, good effort. Second chance points.
Good patience under the basket there. Just got himself composed and able to finish soft off the glass. Rhymes, another one. Nicholas Patel going to give the foul away.
He's had some good minutes, Patel. He goes after
he's hustling hard.
He's hustling hard. Good.
Obviously, Uni with a deep bench. They're happy to have players come in and try and give a real impact off the bench there. Some Patel. That one's going to be on Patel. Or that's on Kafritzis. Kafritzis with another great read. He's thrown his hands up after the steal here. And then he's just cleaned up Junior Garbra in transition and done the same reaction. His understandings of when he gives away a foul. That's 2 shockers from him.
There we go. That's trap. Dangerous.
Get out of it too.
Wyndham,
can they capitalise?
Lucky to get away with that. Roseman for the 3 ball. No good.
Good rebound by Rhymes. Read that well. McNally thought about it. Over Bradbury's a tough ask.
That's a nice hook shot.
Samson Rocker gets it to go. That's Kafritzis. Did a good job penetrating early, but couldn't get the finish himself. Yeah, you're right, 3/4 court press.
Yeah, they're doing well with it. Look out for 3. And that's what you give up. I guess
it's a good read, isn't it? It's an early shot. Yeah. But when they're going from a press back into a man, you're going to get that little bit of little bit of time to, if you can get a shot off before the defense recalibrates itself, it's a good shot.
Yeah.
Especially from those wings, like that's the sort of where the gaps are, isn't it?
And creates more opportunity for offensive rebounds too, as you've got your defensive players stretched out.
Sort of scrambling a little bit.
As Parmesan and Stanley check back in, and we've got ourselves a timeout. Still a nice close game. Wyndham trail Melbourne Uni 38-35.
Oh, some of the Hoppers 12-1 boys on the court sweeping duty. That's some of Paddy's teammates there. Paddy was on the comms with me for the women's game just earlier.
My daughter asked about whether she could be floor sweeper. What's the age you reckon, being a dad yourself, where they really start to pay attention?
You got to get him. You got to get him practice at home first. So you got to.
I like it.
But yeah, mate, you got Mason and Noah. Noah plays in the 12-1 in the ref here as well. Mason in the 12-2. Mason actually just had his appendix out a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
So he's been itching to get back into it. No contact the last little while. So he's been driving his mum and dad crazy, not playing in his sport, having to watch his mates and his brother run around and do it. So a couple of good kids there doing the sweeping. Paddy, my son there, happy to delegate the sweeping duties off to his mates. Double check. I can see Holly Dolney sitting over there on the bench on the far side of the court with the phone in hand. Well, because he's watching a game. I dare say she'll be watching. I don't know if we saw the Gators playing. Shepherd and Gators playing. Is Aaron, her brother, playing down over there?
I believe they are playing tonight.
Extra pass. Parmesan in the corner. 3-ball, no good.
Grabar, another rebound. It's filling up the stat sheet. Stefkovsky.
Doubled. Finds Roseman.
Good take by Roseman. Strong. Shepparton leading Bellarine 76-69.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what Holly's got on the screen there. Fritzis now Rhymes.
Wyndham in a zone. Melbourne Uni moving it well. Parmesan. This is good defense by Wyndham. Not too much you can do about that. As the clock's winding down, Kafritzis with
if that's the shot your team's hitting on you sort of have to take it, don't you?
Nice. Great execution by Wyndham.
Veteran little drop step move, little soft right hand touch from Bradbury.
Plenty of experience.
Oh, that's it.
Played in NBL 1 for the Tigers.
Just directing traffic there, Rosemond as well. Just telling him boxing out.
Stops, pops. It's good.
Nice from Garbra. Put Wyndham up by a point. Yeah, so I think the Wyndham 2-3 zone is Bradbury on the court. We go to a zone. Sort of a big weapon. You may as well use him in that 2-3 zone until they start knocking some 3-balls down, which Rhymes does just there. Might make them reassess things. Swing it across, pass your way through it.
Nice by McCalc.
That's the way to beat a press, isn't it? Try not to over-dribble.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the press is trying to do.
McCalc averaging 10.3 rebounds, 3 assists a game.
Lucas Kafritzis.
He's getting busy.
Knocks that one down.
Up to 9 points for Kafritzis.
See the skipper, the C next to his name too. Nice pass from Stefkovsky. Beautiful little wraparound pass as he finds McClark in the corner. This game, the arm wrestle continues.
Yeah,
Jules.
we've got ourselves a ball game. This has been fun. Free flowing, lots of 3-balls, bit of pressing, bit of zone, bit of man.
Giving you everything. What more could you want?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's Paddy on the sweeping duty. Good on him. Oh, Kellyanne as well. Another one of the point guards from the Hoppers team.
Yeah, since joining Championship Division, Melbourne Uni, I think third season, first two they sort of finished around the 6th place, so haven't quite been able to crack into sort of finals contention, but been right there.
They struggled early. I think this was from within, speaking to a few people from uni over the years, that they struggled early putting the same team on the court.
Yes.
Week after week. You'd see them perform outstandingly one week, and then you'd rock up and 3 players would be missing, and then they'd be back 2 weeks later. So whatever that was, whether that was just from availabilities or there was something else going, I don't really know. But you would see them, and then sometimes they would turn up and be exceptional, and then some weeks it would be a different team altogether, quite literally.
Had the ability to probably do better than 6th finish, but just inconsistency comes to
bit of that sort of gatekeeper team, of like not quite good enough to crack into that top 5, but really sort of kept that the bottom teams weren't able to knock them off. They couldn't get those wins in the top half to get themselves into the top half. Yeah.
Second time, Rhymes has stepped out of bounds on the sideline there.
Oh, careful with that inbound.
Yeah, they've Melbourne Uni's looked good with their defense in the press, in the man, causing a bit of problems. There you go. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the defensive end. And that's going to be an and one. No. Travel, okay.
It did look awkward. No, you know what?
I don't know.
It was a very late or early pickup, maybe. Yeah, look, it looked awkward.
He's not either he's a complete gentleman and he's not contesting it, or he did trouble.
Yeah. It did look a bit awkward on that pickup. I reckon he picked it up a fraction early. Parmesan.
And another sort of coach killer there, giving up unnecessary offensive rebounds.
Drop off from Stokowski. Just like, here you go, mate. You're right there, just right next to you. put it in his lap, and Parmesan knocked it down.
Gabra, 3, no good. Gets his rebound. Stefkovsky, that's a good option, no good.
Didn't quite get to load up. That's the pass for Parmesan.
Too long.
Great work from Josh there. Sometime one of the commentators, Josh, on the mic duty tonight, giving you the sad trombone sound there.
The fans love it, and so do we. Nice pump fake and pop. Yep.
Just couldn't get it to go, Stefkovsky. And that's a half of basketball here, Jules. 3-point ball game, back and forth. More of a high-scoring second quarter there as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Wyndham doing well to stick with it. Down a few players, obviously, but only a 3-point game. Interestingly, shooting under 42% from 2-point land for Wyndham. So plenty of opportunity to go into the second half and
improve on that.
Yeah.
Try and get this lead back. Let's take a little breather. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes.
All right, we are back for the second half. Melbourne Uni 49 leads Wyndham 46, and I think we're going to have ourselves a bit of a cracker here in the second half. What do you reckon, Rich?
Yep, looks good, Jules. Looks good. Keen for it. A little refresh. The 15-minute half-time break's very nice, I must say.
Yeah.
Minutes there.
As McCalc able to draw the foul. Surely he'll go to the line for 2.
It's always interesting after the half-time break just to see what the coaches have, drawn up and what their planning are and what the adjustments are, and the sort of chess pieces moving around the board a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. So far, not really one player on either team sort of dominating. Obviously, Rhymes with 11 points has been solid, and a few others, but no one's sort of unstoppable, if you will.
Yeah.
No one's sort of a James Legan-esque. Whoop, nice little
He's still doing it, isn't he? He's still putting up numbers.
Yeah. He had a big game. There was a double OT game here that Wyndham won, but he had
50?
I don't know if it was quite 50, but it was 40-something.
Yeah.
He's a bucket. Oh, Bradbury.
Goes for the tip in, yeah. There's a foul there this time for Kafritzis. Someone got him on the arm. 17, Jalen Roseman picked him up this time.
Jalen with 11 points himself for the first half.
Yeah, I think on paper, you look at both these teams, they're a team that's going to have a few guys give you 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Rather than someone doing a 35, 40-point game.
Yeah.
Which almost makes things harder as a coach because you don't know who to guard and what sort of things to try and adjust to. And it's good rebounding this time. And Stanley reels that one in.
Yeah, Melbourne Uni quite balanced there with their scoring. And of course, one of the key guys is not out there, Jameer Moultrie. Garbra to Stefkovsky. Nice little fake. Takes it in. Lovely hang time and finish off the glass. That's 8 points.
Smooth move.
Yeah.
Stefkovsky.
Fritzis. Roseman with another rebound. Up to 7 for the game. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Kafritzis.
Yeah, they get on the arm, so they might be, the refs called it a hold foul. I mean, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, but yeah, there's a lot of contact. A lot of contact from a defender who's not set, so it's hard to really argue the point. Yeah, you mentioned Jameer Moultrie, 18 points a game.
Oh, lovely block by Kafritzis. Oh, a nice little finish with contact.
Yeah, Moultrie down the end of the bench there, suited up, just not checking in. Yeah, it's odd to see. You would think if there's a player who gives you 18 points a game off, as a starter, that if he wasn't playing, he wouldn't be here, or he'd be in the tracksuit, or sort of something like that. But it looks like he's there, ready to go. He doesn't have the warm-up top on,
The only thing I can say is Melbourne Uni host Keysborough tomorrow, so maybe he's being saved. But I mean, at that age, at this level, no one's getting saved, man. These guys could go for days. A couple of weeks back, though, in saying that, Wyndham had a pretty bad loss versus McKinnon on the Saturday night, and then had the 1 o'clock at Shepparton. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1 o'clock at Shepparton after a nighttime game the day before. Yeah, that's a tough one.
And an 8:30 nighttime game at that.
Yeah.
Good hands by Bradbury. Good patience here by Wyndham. Stops, pops. Able to get the rebound, Junior Garborough. McCalc for 3. That's big.
A little pump fake, the side step, just really solid. Like fundamental three-point shooting, isn't it?
Absolutely, and good unselfish play as Joel Rhymes hits the 2 and silence the crowd.
Adds to his tally, yeah.
Hasn't really been his night in terms of his little stop and pop shots, but
it looks good attacking the ring.
Yeah,
looks great attacking the ring. Junior Gardner, those sort of half little mid ranges.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather see them. You know, if I was a coach, to try and get to the rack and get a layup or two.
Oh, nice move again by Stefkovsky. Junior Gardner, of course, leading Wyndham with 21 a game and usually shooting at a good clip, but just not his night. So far, plenty of time to go. Strong move there.
Tough against some tall timber.
Nice block by Bradbury. Says no. And Stanley says
he saw
yes.
him coming. He didn't want that one, did he? he thought about it for a split second. And he's like, no, that's not a wise career move for Bradbury.
As McCow, another 3-ball as Wyndham takes the lead. We're having ourselves some fun here at Eagle Stadium. 1-point game.
Rhymes just saw Bradbury just backing up a little bit. And that's all the space he needs. Just chips away at that 20 points a game or so.
Rosemond, why not? It's good. Game really starting to open up here. Love the sound effects. Not sure if you heard
fantastic.
that.
Yeah.
For our viewers, that was the Wolf. And who's checking in? Oh, Stanley. Who's checking in, Mitch?
It's Jameer Moultrie checking in. Just coming off the bench in the second half. Rosemond again! On the other side of the court. Wyndham with a little 3-point lead. Oh, that's an open shot. Good look. McNally couldn't get it to go. Bradbury scoops it up. McQuark pushing the pace. Kicks it out to Garbra.
Unlucky. Good unselfish play by McCalc, and that will be a foul.
Yeah, Stefkovsky just with the hand on. Even gets the call, he still wants to argue with the ref. Yeah, so we've got number 21, Klevsky, Polglaze, yeah, and Jameer Moultrie. And Garbra's gone straight to him and not giving him a lot of space. So I said 40% from 3 there, Jules.
That's right, yep.
So you can see Garbra, playing pretty tight on the perimeter.
That's Polglaze with the rebound.
Fritz's shot clock winding down over the backboard and out of bounds. All the players arguing about a jersey tug. None of them got them tucked in.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that the argument for tucking your jersey in? That if it's untucked, someone's pulled my jersey?
I think that's, one of the reasons why the refs insist on it.
Oh, we've got Maluk Aduit checked in as well for Wyndham. Over in the corner there. Shot clock winding down. Garbra's got to get it off.
Oh, nothing like a bank 3 with the shot clock winding down to get your confidence back up.
David trying to do the team thing there. I don't know if you saw that. That foul clearly on Junior Garbra.
Ah, yeah.
David Dutt's going, no, that was on me. Stuck his hand up.
You see it all the time.
Didn't change the ref's mind though. Tell you what, she's absolutely nailed that one. Got the right one.
Are there any other sports that you see that in, Mitch, where
I can't really think there would be because like tallying up no other sports really tally up the fouls, do they? Baseball has some funny things like that where they'll do intentional things, at certain times to prevent a certain event happening, but there's Maluk. Couldn't get it to go. Boxing out from Polglaze Clinic.
That was good ball movement, though, from Wyndham. I thought Moultrie was going to throw that up, but after sitting for 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, needs a bit of time to get himself going.
Nice block by Dutt. McCow, that's a good shot. He's had the hot hand. And Wyndham extending out their lead, 70-62. Here we go.
Yeah, good possession there from David Dutt.
Yeah.
Comes off the bench, you know, struggles a little bit sometimes, but block, you know, then puts it on the floor, and sometimes you might see him try and take off. You know, maybe not read the situation very well, but slowed things down a little bit. Found the open player. 3 ball is good. So turning his defense into good offense by just slowing down and calculating things a little bit better. So shout out to David Dutt on that possession there. We saw him get robbed of a nice mid-range jumper shot from Mataika. But nice that he's having a good impact on this game. As Wyndham just keeping the challenge up to Melbourne Uni, who've struggled without Jameer Moultrie, who you said has just checked in. So we'll see if that makes a difference for the Black Angels through this, the rest of this third quarter and maybe through the fourth.
Yeah, first season with the Black Angels. Joshua Turton, obviously Sean King was the coach for the last few seasons, and I believe he's at, I want to say Camberwell?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, moved to Camberwell.
Yeah, right. Yes, Josh Turton, also the one of the coaching leads at Hawthorn Junior.
Oh, right. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Ex-Wyndham player Zoe Zwirling,
okay.
Also one of the coaching leads there.
Oh, good D there by Wyndham.
Yeah, bodies on the line sort of stuff.
She's playing for Sherbrooke still this season?
Sherbrooke and a DOC at Hawthorn, yep.
Nice. Oh, Rosemond. Oh, unlucky there.
Was in the perfect spot.
Perfect
Too
spot.
polite. You've got to throw them down, Jules. If you're that big under the ring, what are you doing little soft layups for? Come on, Jalen. Give the fans what they want. David Dutt.
Bit of a mismatch here. Smart play by Dutt, helping. Clock winding down. Moultrie stops, pops.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, smooth. Let's do it. Rosemond, back to Garbra. Banked the 3 before. Let's see what that does to his confidence. Tough shot, but it's good.
That's not bad defense. Miscommunication.
That's too easy.
Polglaze is like, I can't believe I miss open under the basket. Someone give me the ball. Yeah, it was good defense from Polglaze on that last shot, but even better make.
Do it, wide open. It's good.
Kafritzis just had a look at him and said, nah, don't worry about it, mate. Let you shoot that one, and he's absolutely buried it. Good shot from Dutt, making most of the wide open 3. Parmesan couldn't get the friendly roll.
Strong rebound by Rosemond.
Love to see it. Garbra pushing the pace. Will step back, early shot.
Oh, baby, and he is starting to cook. Junior Garbra up to 9 points. Wyndham out to a 12-point lead. Let's see if
biggest lead of the game by far.
Melbourne Uni can calm the storm here a little bit. And I think that's an offensive foul. What was that? Was that hooking?
Yeah,
or something else?
I think it might have been on the rebound.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Who's the referee calling this one on? Is it on Polglaze? I didn't see the number. Was it a foul? Or was it just not a foul? But there's some players that fell over on the back end of the court. So
I thought there was an offensive foul.
Yeah, I know there was. She did call a foul. Yeah, sorry, she did. The referee did call a foul. So, yeah, I didn't quite see what it was. I think it might be on the loose ball, not on the shot.
Correction, Junior Gabra up to 11 points.
Yeah.
6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. So not so far, not a great sort of shooting percentage game, but he's hitting them where it counts and he's filling up the stat sheet.
Nice 0 there in the turnovers column as well.
Yeah.
Keeping the coach happy.
Strong move.
Yeah, somebody had a piece of the arm. I didn't see who, but there was a bit of arm on arm there. That might have been Pole Glaze, I think. No, Moultrie. So do you know much about Moultrie?
Moultrie.
No.
6'1" guard and played college basketball. I think he graduated 24 or 25.
Oh, okay. Just recently.
Yep, just recently. And I saw that. I think he played quite young, but obviously if he graduated then. But I think he's played, according to, I think it's Eurobasket, one of those sites, so I haven't fact-checked this, but I think he played in Brazil as well.
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah. But obviously first season in the championship division, and impressive one so far for him, averaging 18 a game. As he brings up the ball and see if he can help Melbourne Uni claw back this 13-point lead.
Yeah, Kennesaw State. There you go.
Kennesaw State, I believe that's in the south. I want to say, is that Georgia? Oh.
Yeah, travel. Yeah, I don't have the exact, just doing the quick Instagram stalk on Jameer Moultrie there. Yeah, a bit of Brazil.
I have dabbled with ChatGPT. We've doing a little bit of research pre-game, but I don't know how accurate those things are. But we've covered Joel Rhymes for a few years now, and I did find out that he's either working towards.
Oh wow! Bang, Moultrie in
three.
Rhythm, knocks it down,
and they needed that. Claws it back to 10.
Yeah, sorry, Joel Rhymes.
No, yeah, did find out that he's either pursuing or achieved a PhD in immunology. So quite impressive.
Jeez, would be a busy man doing immunology the last few years.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. We'll just mute these mics while the referees are right. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter is right about to get underway here. Patel finds Parmesan. What's happened here? No, what was that? Didn't quite catch what that was about, but anyway, here we are, back underway. Wyndham showing high off the screens. Swinging it around, getting through all the hands. Melbourne Uni, Parmesan.
Clock winding down. Oh,
It's the green light license, isn't it?
Frustrating if you win them, but what a finish.
Yeah, good shot from Moultrie. Garbra working hard. Rosemond thought about it, didn't do it, wants a screen, gets it, throws it away. Just doesn't have that soft touch as some of the others David do it. Obviously has the potential and has the ability, but sometimes just in those key moments there, unable to make that nice little drop-off pass for Rosemond.
And they'll need to keep their eye on Moultrie, make sure he doesn't get going. Oh, nice step. Oh.
Stanley, little Euro, stamps the passport, finishes with the left hand.
Another turnover by Wyndham, and they give up the foul. Not a great start to the fourth, as we see Stefkovsky checking in for Dutt. Stefkovsky, 10 points for the game, shooting at 50%, 5 assists and 4 rebounds.
He's been very solid, Stefkovsky. Good impact on both ends of the floor too. Hoping to get Wyndham to stop this little run that Melbourne Uni find themselves on. Patel, now Parmesan. Jump stop, step through, beautiful big man. Post work from Stanley, he brings it back to 4 points. Wyndham need a bucket here, get something going. There
Lovely
it is.
Find, beautiful find. Stefkovsky to Rosemond, that will get them going.
Lovely pick and roll, 101.
Parmesan. Patel.
And one.
Lovely finish.
I think like myself, I think most of the Wyndham players didn't expect Patel to go up with that. I think they all saw Patel driving baseline and then Moultrie on the far side and all thought, oh, here we go, this is a nice drive, penetrate, kick.
Yeah.
And he's got up with it.
He's deceptive with his rebounds and going to the basket. Some great minutes.
He's going to give you hard minutes every time.
Yeah.
Well, Rosemond manages to control that one somehow.
And Rosemond's probably got a few rebounds. That's his 11th to go along with 20 points.
Scarborough can't knock the 3-ball down. Patel out in transition now.
Moultrie will go base, I'm thinking. Here we go. No, good
Stefkovsky
defense.
knew it too, yeah.
Oh, got away with it. No, he didn't. Good read by the ref.
Yeah, nothing got by the Prince there too. He knew it straight away.
Yeah. It was a delayed call, but it was the right call. So good defense by the Prince.
Yeah, I think obviously you knew he was going baseline. I think the Prince did too. He sort of cut him off there and wanted to send him back towards where the help was inside. Yeah. Tough shot from Stefkovsky. I think he'll want that one back and reassess his options next time. Because the foul's going to be called on Garbra. It's the third for Wyndham already. Only a few minutes into this last quarter, so I need to be careful.
Yeah. Offense coming a little too easy for Melbourne Uni here to start the fourth. Obviously, the tempo is going to go up a notch, but Wyndham really need to lock in here defensively.
Yeah, I think Stuart McMurray just leaving Bradbury on the bench there, giving him a little rest before he gets him back into the game. Roseman.
Good D by Roseman.
Oh. Good follow from Polglaze. Roseman, just the pass clipped the bottom of the backboard on the way out.
That was good team defense by Melbourne Uni.
Yeah.
Just right on him. Big three.
That's a training drill all day. Pick and pop, double comes, over the top, find the shooter. And Stanley with the answer straight away.
Stanley getting busy. Up to 20 points for the game.
Wow. Hard points too under the ring there for Stanley. Yeah. Some nice footwork.
In just over 21 minutes. Those are some Oscar Jones-esque efficiency.
I wouldn't give to have Oscar Jones.
20 points in 20 minutes. You remember those numbers? Doing his thing in Geelong. Obviously has had some injuries, but hope to see him out soon.
Hard hit on the floor, Polglaze. It's going to be a foul on the box out, or what's the call? Referee had it, no? Maybe should have leant over. And that's 5 fouls. Wyndham over the limit already. So the referee make a sort of gesture that maybe Garbra wasn't straight up on the box out. As Polglaze was up, he was sort of leaning, which then caused Polglaze to fall.
Yeah, probably the right call.
Yeah. There's hit the ground very hard, so you assume there's some contact there, but no benefits of the instant replay here, so you can't go back and have a good look at it. You see Stefkovsky there, Jules, with the Forrest Gump.
Those are
Forrest Gump.
Cortez type basketball shooter.
That's the one. As knocks the free throw down, and it's a 1-point game.
Gee, they've really brought it to them this last quarter and a half.
Bradbury back in. See what he can help organise for Wyndham. Stefkovsky's looked good. Garbra.
Nice.
It's tough defense the whole way. Garbra just up to the task. There's an open look, and there it is.
Big shot by Miltree. Stefkovsky. Tough move. Oh, Bradbury. Nice finish. Right place, right time with the soft touch as Wyndham takes the lead.
Done that a few times, I reckon, that little soft touch.
Yep.
Tip in.
Bradbury with 9 points. Good contributions tonight.
Wyndham back into that zone, I think. Or still sticking with the man. Doubles. Stanley on the roll.
What a smooth finish. Scores are tied, 88. Just over 5 minutes left.
Mismatch with Bradbury on Patel. Couldn't capitalise on it. Garbra didn't see the matchup inside.
Well, and they'll need some help down there with Stanley. I don't like that matchup. Miltree.
A timeout call. Bradbury wanted a foul. Still talking with the referee about it.
And
Uni in front.
This edition of Miltree in the last quarter and a half.
What's his plus minus?
His plus minus is, bear with me.
+3. That'll.
No, that can't be right.
That can't be right. There's no way. He'd have to be at a +15, wouldn't he?
Look, I don't really trust some of these because Lucas Kafritzis -20. So.
Oh right, Okay.
Yeah, not buying that with the energy that he's brought. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. So,
well, give me a fourth quarter. Give me a fourth quarter difference. What have we got points-wise from either team? Just go to the top. 9-22.
Wow.
So there's no way. There's no way that Moultrie could be a +3 when they're up 13 for the quarter.
Yeah, no.
And he's played all of the fourth. Yeah. Wow, that's a big fourth quarter. 22-9.
Jeez, 13 points in a quarter and change.
For a +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might need to look into that one, I reckon. That's Damo on second from the right there for us there. That's Paddy's rep coach, one of the big guys down here, and good coach, fantastic coach. Obviously does a lot of the refereeing and the score bench duties as well. I'll have to get into him about that one. Stefkovsky, probably best I've seen him so far in the limited times I've seen him this year.
McCalc answers, big 3.
Wyndham needed that one.
Scores are tied. Now, Stanley and Moultrie have caused Wyndham some problems. So
yeah, this quarter, absolutely.
Good hands by Bradbury.
Garber's got to work around that screen. He does. Parmesan.
And who else but Patel?
Patel. Putting
Great
some Kane
minutes.
Hines style efforts here. Parmesan buries that one. Patel, a bit of the Kane Hines about him with the effort and the dive and the physicality. Some very different build types between Patel and
Same motor.
and Kane.
Bank, it's good. Very Tim Duncan-esque.
I was saying in Mella, that's a turn around, face up, little pump fake, nothing.
I just said Duncan because of the use of the backboard.
backboard.
A carry by Patel. Good
hustle
defense.
from McClark, yeah. One-point ball game. We're not going to go to overtime, are we? It's already past my bedtime, Jules. I don't know if I can do overtime.
We had a double OT in early June. I think it was against Blackburn, so who knows?
Garber couldn't quite get himself controlled. That looks balanced. No good. Good rebound effort, keeping Bradbury off the glass. Parmesan looking threatening. Pulls it up. From the same spot. Knocks it down. A little delayed on that pull-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, just hold that dribble that fraction longer. Catches the defense just waiting for the cross and just pulls it and gets the shot to go. It's lovely.
Clock winding down to 6. Another good option. Stefkovsky. 3. It's good! Goiko Stefkovsky hits a triple when Wyndham needs it the most.
Shot clock expiring on release. Over the outstretched hand. Fantastic shot.
Over Stanley.
Clutch from Stefkovsky. This is up there for Stefkovsky's performances so far, Jules.
Yeah, he had a 20-point game the other week, but he's had some good ones. Oh, great use of the body. In and out. Good rebound by Rosemond. Not the best shot from McCall there.
And allows a quick transition. Don't mind the foul there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it was going to be an easy 2. You'll have to earn it the hard way now.
They're already over the limit too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, third personal for Stefan. He should be okay from here on. But that's the thing with the quick shot. I'm trying to teach this to my under-12s. I always talk about the 12s on the comms, Jules, but sometimes a really quick shot in transition when things aren't organised can really get that ball springing back down the other end really fast. A quick shot before you get your rebounders and boxing out. Guys can't tag up, and then all of a sudden the ball's bouncing down, and you haven't got time to get back on your end.
That's right.
There we go. Good foul from Stefkovsky. Just making the one free throw there. Net positive, you'd say.
Now we want guys to cut here.
Trying to get something going. I can see some sort of
Rosemond. Oh, in and out.
Bradbury had to sit and it just popped out the other side, didn't it?
Parmesan, why not? 3 from 3? Not this time.
Athletic rebound from Rosemond. 90 seconds to go. Wyndham down 2. Stefkovski's been good. Bradbury working hard in the post. Setting the back pick from McQuark.
Oh.
Stefkovski didn't agree with that one, very politely.
We had a good angle, probably the right call, I'd say, but
yeah, it just depends on when the referee or judge he picked the dribble up, which is us and the ref both not with a great view of that, but it's hard to argue it, isn't it? Wyndham back into that 2-3 zone. Parmesan had a good look at it. Polglaze and now across. Polglaze over Bradbury.
And 100-96, Melbourne Uni leads with just under a minute left.
Hoppers need a bucket here after this timeout. Let's see what Stuart McMurray can draw up. Changing the rules too. I'm not sure you'd know this, Jules, but now that Wyndham have called a timeout before the balls have inbounded, coach can choose which side he wants the inbound on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here we go. 4-point game. So Wyndham need to get a score here. I think a 2 or a 3, really.
Yeah, look, I think just
it's a score and a stop. It's a score and a stop, isn't it?
There's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, but need to execute, get it through some hands, get a good shot.
Yeah.
No need to panic, no need to we need a 3, but I'm less concerned on the offensive end. But they've got the handful on the defensive end with obviously Miltree, Stanley, and now Parmesan.
Yeah.
Looking dangerous.
Yeah, Parmesan. What's he up to there, Jules? What have you got Stefan on?
12 points.
4 threes.
Yeah. 2 big ones in the fourth.
Just dealing in multiples of 3 there, Stefan Parmesan.
And Joel Rhymes on the bench. Some interesting substitutions. And I don't know if that's a case of saving them for tomorrow, but with such a close game, down 13 at one point.
The players on the court are doing a good job. You sort of let them, them go.
That could be it. This group's getting it done. And Joel Rhymes was getting it done earlier in the game, obviously. Rosemond. That's good defense there.
Can't get it. And they not managed to get control. Parmesan slowing things down. Polglaze.
Need a defensive stop here. Rosemond on Miltree, that's an interesting matchup. And I don't know how I feel about that with 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
And over the limit. Yeah. And that's going to be almost icing on the cake. As Wyndham going to be probably down 4, 5 or 6 now. You'd imagine he makes one of the 2.
Yeah. Now we're talking about needing 3s, Mitch. We're now
quick 3s. Yeah. Well, quick 3s and fouling.
Yeah.
I think you pretty much have to, don't you? Well, they've got to make the 3 first. Yeah. Kirk Garber down low here on the block.
And he makes both.
I was just wondering if up 5:30, do you just miss the second? And not allow the timeout. Oh, not a bad shout.
No, I don't like that at all. I like the creativity, but no.
Yeah. Or is this one of the ones where if you're this? I think it's just like a LeBron conversation I've heard before. If you're Melbourne Uni, do you foul here?
No, I think no. If you're Wyndham, you pray for a Reggie Miller moment.
Yeah. No, I think that's. I think I heard. It was
0
LeBron.
fouls actually.
Yeah, 0 fouls.
All right. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Or even if it was 5 fouls, do you foul and give him 2 free throws?
Yeah.
but they're on 0 fouls, so they're probably not going to foul because they'd have to give 5 fouls in 30 seconds. It's going to be a pretty painful watch.
I don't hate that though. I just sort of
it's
forgot
up 6 with it's up 6 with a short period of time to play. Do you foul and give them 2 free throws and then get the ball back rather than them shooting threes? Yeah. So interesting concept.
Is that one from LeBron? Is it?
Yeah, I think it was LeBron and the podcast he's been doing.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I don't see Wyndham being able to pull the rabbit out of the hat here unless, you've got to bang a quick 3, foul, hopefully, you've got to get a quick 3, hopefully they inbound the ball, and I don't really see a shooter on the court. They want shooting free throws. All the guys out there look like they're all going to bury their free throws. Patel's probably the one that was missing a few early.
Yeah. Melbourne Uni, nice little buffer here.
As Roseman is fouled on the loose ball. I'm not sure about down that many with you go an inbound ball to the post and look for a little hook shot.
Yeah. I think it's just good denial from Melbourne Uni.
Yeah, that was,
And haven't they stepped up in the second
down
half?
12.
Not second half.
Third quarter.
Third.
Down 12, third quarter.
Yeah.
And a turnover, Wyndham.
And just to ice it as Stanley slams it home.
Nice finish. Great game of basketball here, Jules. I mean, we wrap it up from here, really, can't we? There's nothing, I don't see anything different happening here than what we're expecting, but great game of baskball.
Yeah,
real 4 quarters, so 4 quarters quite different. Obviously, Uni sort of not quite firing earlier than the injection of, Jameer Moultrie, 16 points in 14 minutes off the bench and late in wasn't even the start of the third.
Yep.
Midway through, late in the third quarter. I feel sorry for Stuart McMurray. He had his game plan all sorted out and things were good, and then all of a sudden...
You're up 13 late in the third. Obviously, you're going to be disappointed, but, they end up really taking it to a strong, middle of the table Melbourne Uni squad and, losing by under 10. And that this score won't sort of reflect the closeness. So definitely some positives to take away for your Wyndham. A wild shot there.
A few were saying pre-game they were expecting, a 20-point game.
Yeah, were they? Right. Yeah, look, I think partly because, you look at Wyndham and they're somewhat depleted with, who they've had in previous weeks, and they've really only played, 8 guys. So, 20-point game. Nah, they've done much better than that.
Just good target upstairs for Roseman. Easiest inbound of your life. And that's it. That'll wrap it up there, Jules. Great game of basketball. Back and forth game. Arm wrestle.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, Mitch. So tomorrow, Melbourne Uni host Keysborough. That should be a cracker with Keysborough, one of the strong teams in the division. And Wyndham will travel to RMIT next Saturday.
Stephen Coffey still getting around for RMIT?
He is with Pakenham.
Oh, he wasn't RMIT for a while.
Yeah, he was. Had a lot of success in the Division 1, but with Pakenham, I believe.
Yeah, right. There you go.
And, having himself... Hold on a sec.
Pakenham up in the... Oh, yeah? Yeah.
So doing well. They are 5th, and he's had a good season, obviously up there in assists and the floor general for Pakenham. But nice close season. Obviously, Hume only the 2 losses, Keysborough only the 2 losses, and McKinnon 9-4. But we know what McKinnon does. They're gamers.
Let's get the ball rolling for McKinnon. Jules, pleasure being back on the mic. Shame it didn't go the way we wanted it to for the home crowd for the retro and heritage round. We're back to our scheduled uniforms next week, and look forward to tracking the rest of the season there. So, yeah, thanks for having me back on the mic, Jules.
Been a pleasure, Mitch.
And thank you for viewing at home. Always enjoy the company of the live stream. And, yeah, see you guys next time.